we title the message Divine Position. When we talk about position, what exactly are we talking about? We're talking about a position of promotion, elevation, lifting, transformation, recognitions at different capacity. And God is the provider of a seat for you to be honored. That's why the Bible speaking in Matthew 22 verse 44. Matthew 22 verse 44. The Lord said unto my Lord, sit thou where? My right hand, till I make thy enemy the footstool. In other words, God recognized the place of enemies. He recognized the place of adversary. Recognize the place of opposition, the place of people that will not make you to sit there. So God is a provider of seats. So when we say divine position, it has to do with seats. Seats represent a chair or a stool or a bench that you sit on. Number two, we say represent a throne upon where a king or an important personality with an authority sit on. And it can also be a position, a post, or an office. The president of the country occupies a position, so he have a seat. The Senate president is a position and he has a seat. So when the Senate president is not on ground, now an ordinary legislator as a senator cannot sit on that seat. A position. And so because God is the giver of a seat, he will always want to give you a seat. He will always want to give you a position. He will always want to enthrone you. He will always want to put you there. That's why the Bible says he raises up the poor from the dunghill. What did he do? He said he set him on high. That's in 1 Samuel chapter 2. If we read from verse 6, let's look at it. The Lord killeth and maketh alive. He brings down to the grave and bringeth up. The next verse. And he raised up the poor out of the dust. He will raise the poor and lift up the beggar from the dunghill. In other words, reposition him. The beggar doesn't mean you're going around begging. It means you're finished. It means nothing good. It means no recognition. It means no position. It means no honor. But he said he will lift up this beggar from the donkey. The donkey is a position. It's a dwelling place. He said he will lift up the beggar from the donkey. He says to set them among princes. Why? Because the princes will resist you. Hereby prophesy that wherever lowly place you find yourself, from now you are moving to a higher level. There are seats. There are seats. There are positions. And every position determines the level of authority that he exercises. The Bible talks about the seat of judgment. Some sit there and they issue judgment against you. They do it violently just to unseat you. If they don't do it violently, they do it technically. And that technical dimension to it, somebody must be speaking against you. Hear me, sir. It will be an error for you to stay far away from where help is available. Make no mistake. As we are sitting here now, there are places where somebody is speaking either for you or against you. David would have been killed and killed cheaply. God positioned Jonathan and Samuel to speak for him. The only reason Saul fell was because Samuel stopped speaking. The reason Lot was not destroyed was because Abraham spoke on Lot's behalf. And when Abraham began to speak on Lord's behalf, no matter the error of Lot, the angels were asked to hold on until Lot is evacuated. Because Abraham spoke on his behalf. The reason Vash was displaced was because Memuka spoke against Vash. And he drove it. That's what happened. The entire destructions of the children of Israel in the days of King Ahasuerus was because somebody spoke against them. And the Bible says, Haman went to the king, he has the power. He spoke against them. And they gave them letters. But thanks be unto God, Esther has been positioned at that time. Esther had to stir up a divine power to speak in another way. And he went to the king and began to speak on behalf of the children of Israel. She was the one that spoke, and the letter turned. She also spoke. The gallows that Haman dug turned against him. Someone must speak for you, sir. Hear me. The Bible said the disciples were brought in, and the Pharisees, the Sadducees, they sat on a seat to give a judgment of death sentence. The Bible says as they were conspiring to declare death sentence, the Gamaliel stood up and he says, no, we shouldn't do this against them. And the voice of the Gamaliel were louder than their voice. At every conspiracy against you in any form, in any way, in any place, in any coven, God will be raising people that will be speaking for you, speaking on your behalf, speaking for your promotion, speaking for your lifting. I speak as an oracle of God. I also speak for you right now, that you will not go down, you will not suffer shame, you will not suffer reproach, you will not suffer setback, you will not be disgraced. If I hear shouting,
we believe that you have been blessed by the teaching of God's servants, Reverend Ken Esekaibe. Tuning in next time on this same station for a wonderful and a powerful package. Until next time, remain blessed.